Grammar, Unit 1, Lesson 2, the present verb be. The learning objectives. Dear students, by the end of this lesson, you will be able to identify the forms of verb be, use verb be in affirmative and negative statements, use verb be in yes-no questions and WH questions. The present of verb be, affirmative statements and contractions. Use the verb am with the personal pronoun I. So with the personal pronoun I, we use the verb am. I am. Examples: I am a student. I am a student. The contracted form, I'm a student. I'm a student. So notice here that with the pronoun I, we use the verb am. Use is with the personal pronouns he, she, it, or with the singular form of nouns. The singular form of nouns, for example, Ali, Fatima, school, etc. Examples: he is at school. So notice here that with the pronoun he, we use the verb is. The contracted form, he's at school. He's at school. Now notice that instead of the pronoun he, we can use a singular noun. For example, we can say Ali is at school. So we use the verb is either with a pronoun or a singular noun. She is sick. She is sick. So again, with the pronoun she, we use the verb is. The contracted form, she's sick. She's sick. Also, we can use a singular noun here. We can say Fatima is sick. Fatima is sick. So we can use either a pronoun or a noun. It is hot and humid. It is hot and humid. Notice that with the pronoun it, we use also is. It is hot and humid. The contracted form, it's hot and humid. It's hot and humid. Here also we can use a singular noun instead of it. We can say the school is big. Use are with the personal pronouns you, we, they, or with the plural form of nouns. For example, students, people, schools, cars, etc. Examples: you are late. Notice here that with the pronoun you, we use the verb are. You are late. The contracted form, you're late. You're late. We are teachers. Notice here also that we use are with the pronoun we. We are teachers. Or we can say we're teachers. This is the contracted form. We're teachers. They are at the library. They are at the library. Again, with the pronoun they, we use the verb are. They are at the library, or the contracted form, they're at the library. They're at the library. Notice here we can also use a plural form of nouns. So we can say the students. This is a plural noun. The students are at the library. The present of verb be, negative statements and contractions. Now we are going to move to the negative form of the verb. Use am not. Use am not. So here we need to add the word not with the personal pronoun I. So when we want to use the negative form, we say I am not. I am not. Example: I am not a student. I am not a student. This is the negative form. The affirmative form is I am a student, but the negative form is I am not a student. The contracted form, I'm not a student. Notice here that the am, the verb am, is not contracted with the word not. So we cannot say ament. This is wrong. Okay, am and not cannot be contracted. Cannot be contracted. Use is not with the personal pronouns he, she, it. So with he, she, it, we use is not, or with singular form of nouns. Examples: he is not at school. The contracted form, he isn't at school. So is not can be contracted. Okay, can be contracted, so we can say isn't. She is not sick. She is not sick. Or we can say she isn't sick. She isn't sick. It is not hot and humid. The contracted form, it isn't hot and humid. Use are not with the personal pronouns you, we, they. So with these pronouns, we use are not, or with the plural form of nouns. Examples: you are not late. So we use the word not after the verb are. You are not late. Or the contracted form, you aren't late. You aren't late. We are not teachers. We are not teachers. The contracted form, we aren't teachers. Aren't teachers. They are not at the library. Are not at the library. The contracted form, aren't. They aren't at the library. So notice here that we add the word not after the verb am, is, are. Okay, so we use the word not after the verb am, is, are. The present of verb be. Yes, no questions. Begin your question with am with the personal pronoun I. So when you want to make a yes no question, we start with the verb am I, and we put a question mark at the end of your question. Examples: am I a student? Am I a student? Notice here that we start the question with the verb. Okay, with the verb. The answer could be either yes, you are, or no, you are not. Begin your yes no question with is with the personal pronouns he, she, or it, or with the singular form of nouns. Examples: is he at school? So notice here that the question starts with the verb is. Is he at school? The answer could be yes, he is, or no, he isn't. Now notice that instead of he, we can use a singular noun. For example, we can say is Ali at school? Is Ali at school? So we can say is he at school, or we can say is Ali at school. The answer is yes, he is, or no, he is not. Is she busy? Is she busy? Again, with the pronoun she, we also start the question with is. Is she busy? The answer could be yes, she is, or no, she is not. Again, instead of she, we can say, for example, Huda, or Layla, or Fatima, or any singular noun. Is it hot and humid? Is it hot and humid? Notice that the question starts with is. Is it hot and humid? The answer yes it is, or no it is not. Begin your yes no question with are with the personal pronouns you, we, they, or the plural form of nouns. So with you, we, or they, or any plural nouns, we start the question with the verb are. Example: are you a doctor? So here the question starts with the verb are because of the subject. The subject here is you. Are you a doctor? The answer could be yes I am, or no I am not. Are you a doctor? Yes, I am, or no, I am not. Are we late? Notice here we also start the question with the verb are, because the subject here is we. Okay, are we late? Yes, you are, or no, you are not. Are they at the library? Again, we start the question with are because the subject here is a plural. They. Are they at the library? Yes, they are, or no, they are not. Notice here also we can use a noun instead of the pronoun. We can say, are the students, for example, at the library? Question mark. The answer could be yes, they are, or no, they aren't. So after the verb are, we need to use either they or a plural noun. A plural noun. So again, we start the yes no question with any form of verb be. So we can say am, or is, or are. Then we need the subject, the pronoun. Okay, the pronoun. For example, it could be I, or he, or she, etc. Then we complete our question. At the end we use a question mark. The present of verb be WH questions. Begin your WH question with a question word. For example, what, where, when, who, why, how, what time, etc. Then use the same word order, as in yes no question. Now, by the same word order, we mean use the verb am, is, are, plus the subject. Okay, plus the subject. Now here the subject could be either a pronoun, either a pronoun or a noun, A pronoun, it could be, for example, he, she, you, etc. A noun could be, for example, Ali, Huda, students, etc. Examples. Why am I here? Notice here that we start the question with a question word, then we put the verb, after that we use a pronoun, a question word plus a verb plus a pronoun, a subject. Why am I here? The answer could be because we need to talk to you. Another example. Where is he? Where is he now? Notice here we start the question with a question word, verb be, the pronoun he. Where is he now? So this is the order. Again, WH word, verb, the subject, the pronoun he. Where is he now? He is at school. Another example. Why is she absent? Why is she absent? Because she's sick. Again, we start the question with a question word, why, verb is a pronoun or a subject, she. Why is she absent? Because she is sick. Another example. What is it? What is it? A question word, is it, verb, and a subject. It's a notebook. How are you? How are you? Again, a question word, a verb, a subject, pronoun. I'm fine. Where are we? Where, a question word, are, a verb, we, a pronoun. Where are we? We are lost. Who are they? Who are they? Again, a question word, a verb, they, the pronoun. Again, question word, verb, pronoun. They are my cousins. Notice here that the word order is very important in WH question. Start your question with the WH word. Okay, we start with the WH word. Okay, then we put a verb. Okay, we need a verb. Then we need a subject. Okay, then we complete our question. So we need a WH word like what, where, when, who, why, how. Then we need a verb like am or is or are. Then you need a subject. The subject could be he, she, you, or a noun, students, etc. So pay attention to the word order in questions. In yes no question, we start with the verb plus the subject. Then complete your questions. In WH questions, we start with the WH word plus the verb plus the subject, then complete your questions. Thank you for listening.
Please give comment and suggestions.
Thank you.
Subscribe our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon for more updates. Thank for visit our channel. See you next class.
Thank you.